This is inside of Copy and Content. That's the event promo one. We want the checklist genie. And so we're going to load your avatar, which is probably, nope, not in here. All right, so we're going to put in Spec Ops candidate, and we're looking for a checklist. So we're going to do something on how to crush your fitness test, okay? Our
Sounds
topic
good.
is crush your fitness test. You want to give it a timeline, like how to crush your fitness test in 8 weeks?
Sure.
Okay. He's like, sure, dude, I'm just along for the ride. So category of items on the list. This is going to be how to, and how many items. This is where it's interesting. It's funny
Let's
how if we tell it to do 10, it'll give us 10 steps. If we tell it to do it in 5, it'll do it in 5 steps. So let's do 5, okay? Or
yeah,
you
there's
tell me.
five. Yeah, there's 5 events on the fitness test. So let's see. We'll go with 5.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to hit them all. So I got the extended topic checklist, the topic and audience checklist, and then the topic checklist. And what I'm looking for is, okay, so down, and I'll show you the method to my madness. So this one, the extended one, set a clear goal and create a plan, prioritize consistency and commitment, focus on progressive overload, incorporate a variety of training methods, and monitor progress and make necessary adjustments. Does that sound close at all, or?
Oh,
But
sure, sure. No, I
so
like this. I think
the
that's
second one,
yeah. The second one looks
okay.
really
Well,
good.
okay,
And I like the fact that I could put into the actual events into those 5 segments.
okay,
So yeah, I got an idea already. So you should
okay.
send it to me, Jim.
Nope, for $1. Okay, so now we were doing this third one. All right, so set a clear goal. I'm just going to divide it up a little bit better so we know what we got. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to copy this, and you would just do what I'm about to do 5 times. So
Okay.
we're going to come over to the blog post Super Genie. Actually, let me open that up on a new window. All right, so now we're going to load our avatar again. And you want a short, medium, long, or extended post? I would say long.
Let's go long.
All right. So post content category is going to be educational. And what's the topic of the blog post? Bam. It's what
Oh,
it's what the it's what
single one is right.
it's what the single item on the
First
thing
step.
is.
First
All
step.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we want to change this immediate results at crush fitness test in 8 weeks. Okay. And I would put on this step 1.
Ah.
Okay. That's what I'm thinking would be, because what we want to do is have it do the stuff. So at the end, we're still promoting getting to and through buds. So you're driving them to another article.
Right.
So writing style, which one do you want to do?
Um. National Geographic.
All right. Overall tone, inspirational, insightful, informative. Which one do you
Yes.
normally do? Informative?
Yeah, I usually do that one.
Okay.
Yeah, informative.
And then perspective, second, talking to them. Disc
Yes.
style, I would say we want to do DC.
Sure.
So we're going to tell them what to do. So now, and I'm going to save this. So it's Stu Tripwire fitness test section 1. And you're just going to want to save each one of those. So now I'm going to have it write not 1, but 3 different blog posts, or actually 2, sorry. So, as an aspiring special operations candidate, you understand the importance of being physically fit. First step is to set a clear goal, create a plan. What does crushing it mean? Once you set the goal, create a
Hmm.
detailed workout. Da, da, da. Additional workouts, rest days are important. With a clear goal and a well thought out plan, you can start your journey towards crushing your fitness test in 8 weeks. Okay, so let's look at this other one. Are you aspiring? First step is goal in mind. Remember to schedule. So, one of the things that this is doing is it's creating that section. Now, what I
Sure.
want to see, and again, this is now we're getting into almost like into genie hacking, but what I want to do is take that second one. I'm gonna output this. All right, so I've got it.
Right.
But the one thing I'm a little concerned about with this particular topic, trying to do this step by step, is that this thing is going to almost like start and stop and be repetitive.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
So, but I have a solution to that.
Okay.
But I want to see what it does. So all I'm going to do is change that because
Right.
everything else is the same. And so I want to see how it does. Because if it does what I want it to do, it's not an issue. If it does what I think it might do, then I have a little hack.
Okay.
So congratulations on taking the first step. Consistency is key. Blah 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 blah. So I would probably have to chop that out.
Yeah,
And now
because
we have,
it's
okay, so step two, consistency is key, blah, 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 blah. But now it's like prioritizing eating and recovery and all this other stuff. It's repetitive. Let me show. So if it's doing this, what would I do instead? Well, I would come over here to the paragraph genie.
hmm,
All right. And I would build it a little bit differently. So I'm going to load my avatar. All right. And there ain't anything there. That's cool. All right.
hmm.
So purpose is create the first section in my report. All right. What do I want to write about? Actually, watch this. Nah, I want to go back and let me grab that.
Is this the first section?
Yeah, because I want to show you from.
Step one.
Yep. So step one, general writing style and tone is educational and inspirational. All right. How many paragraphs do we want? Let's do 6.
Okay.
All right. We'll do DC, famous copywriting style. We'll use your boy Gary. So now we're just going to do the first section. But I want to show you as far as assembling the thing. I think this might be a better choice for this particular topic. All right. So step one, set a clear goal and create a plan. In order to crush a fitness test, first step, define what crushing means to you. Once you've defined it, detailed plan. It's important. Plan, you set a clear goal, create a plan, direction and purpose. Ultimately, setting a clear goal and creating plans, foundation of success. Okay. So now I'm going to save that. So this is step one. Now I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to grab this one and we're going to do create the second section in my report. Step two, 6. Everything else is going to be the same. God, I need more coffee.
No, this is cool. So instead of the super blog post genie, you decided to build this with the paragraph genie.
Yes, because the blog post genie is more about creating a chunk of content that has a beginning, middle, and end. Whereas
Yeah.
the paragraph genie is about creating a chunk of content that can be wedged
Right.
into other stuff too. So like this in step 2, you know, this is all talking about, consistency and commitment, remembering there'll be days you don't feel like sticking your plan. So this
Love
is
it.
all about
Yeah.
consistency and commitment. And so now
Whereas
when
the blog post genie is going to give you an intro, body, and conclusion.
and it was migrating over into other areas that didn't
Ah, that's good.
fit.
No,
And
no, no.
so
Makes sense.
now and we'll just do one more, but so now it's like, okay, now we're into step 2.
Damn.
So, I could do those on I can't spell, but very easily now I could build this thing out. And so step 2, prioritize consistency. And just to verify that it's doing what I want it to do, we're going to do one more
Okay.
and focus on progressive overload. And if I'm going into too much detail for you folks, that's okay. Um, but now it's like, okay, third section in my report, step 3, build. And I mean, I could
Hmm.
do this a lot faster if I wasn't narrating it.
No,
But
this is good.
now it's like, okay, so what did we do? We took the output from the checklist genie, which was all based on our result that our avatar wants. Then we brought it over here and look at this. This is all about that. And it's not
Smart.
talking about other stuff. Maybe, progress. So now we're just using each of the steps to create awesomeness that we can assemble into a report. And then, of course, what we would want to do is after we had assembled all these parts into the report, then we would want to take a minute to go through it and make sure that we added maybe a story or, put your soul into it. But
Hmm.
right here, man, I mean, we've got the beginnings of a nice report that is beyond a free report.